Hi guys, Jennifer here with the Family Fudge and welcome to Bunches of Lunches. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel I share a bunch of fun lunch ideas every single week. And I love sharing budget lunch ideas, hot lunch ideas, themed lunch ideas, and of course I especially love sharing fun and easy school lunch ideas. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some easy ideas to make homeschooling lunch super fun for back to school. And I'd like to thank Good to Grow for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you know me, you know I love cute characters and I love Good to Grow. In fact, I might be their #1 fan. They make so many fun character drink toppers, and as you can see, I've built up quite the collection over the last few years. Now, I'm not going to say I owned every single topper ever made, but I'm probably pretty close. Now, if you're looking to start your own collection, the Good to Grow collector sets on Amazon are a great way to start. They have Mickey Mouse, Marvel, Minions, My Little Pony, and Paw Patrol sets available. Now, these tops are spill proof and the juice is actually a good source of vitamin C. There are no preservatives or added sugar. And you guys, right now I have a special discount. Just use the code 25FAMFUDGE on Amazon and you can get a 25% discount on select collector packs through September 23rd, 2020. And you guys, I would love to know in the comments down below if you have your own Good to Grow collection. If you do, which topper is your favorite? And now, without further ado, let's get on to these super fun but easy homeschool lunch ideas. Okay guys, so fun tip #1 is to plan your lunch around one of your favorite cartoon or movie characters, and this is actually really easy to do if you start with a Good to Grow bottle topper and go from there. Now, this is something that I actually do quite a lot when I'm planning out fun lunches, and in today's video I'm going to be making 2 lunches that are themed around My Little Pony toppers, and I'm also going to be making 2 lunches themed around these cute Paw Patrol toppers. Okay guys, so I'm kicking things off with a lunch that I'm going to be making for my oldest daughter, Mackenzie, and the inspiration for her lunch is this adorable My Little Pony whose name happens to be Shutterfly, and Shutterfly's symbol is a butterfly, so you're going to be seeing lots of butterflies in this lunch. And speaking of butterflies, for Mackenzie's main course, I'm going to be making a butterfly peekaboo sandwich. And you guys, making a peekaboo sandwich is my second idea on making lunches fun. Now, there are lots of different ways that you can make a peekaboo sandwich, but basically it means that the top piece of the bread of your sandwich is going to have a hole in it. That way you can actually get a peek at what's inside. So for this lunch, I'm using some nice whole grain oat bread. Now, I did go ahead and cut these out into butterfly shapes using a sandwich cutter. And I'm going to spread a little bit of this all natural peanut butter on just one slice. And then on the other slice of bread, I'm going to create the peekaboo windows. And since I want this sandwich to look like a butterfly, I'm going to be using a small and an extra small heart-shaped cookie cutter for this. The bigger one at the top and the smaller one at the bottom. And I'm being really careful here not to tear the bread. I just want to create the peekaboo windows. I really recommend a good hearty bread for this. Otherwise, your bread might disintegrate. And to check it out, you guys, there are the peekaboo windows. Now I'm going to go ahead and place this on top. And traditionally, you would fill these little open cavities with sprinkles. But instead of using sprinkles today, I'm going to be using some freeze-dried strawberries. Now I say freeze-dried, not dried. There is a big difference. The freeze-dried strawberries are nice and crunchy. I'm actually going to take a few of these little strawberry slices and I'm going to go ahead and crush these up until I have some sprinkles made of fruit. And then all I have to do is fill in each little peekaboo window with a good amount of these strawberry sprinkles. These little pieces of strawberry kind of stick to the peanut butter, and I just think they look and taste amazing. So now I have the wing section done, but now to make this look even more like a butterfly, I'm going to add some grapes to a skewer, which is also tip #3. To make any food more fun for a lunch, try adding it to a skewer or a stick. And check it out, you guys. I think this sandwich turned out super cute, and this is one that your kids could definitely help you make. Now moving on to Mackenzie's fruit, which brings me to my next tip, and that is to use fun silicone liners. Since this is a butterfly themed lunch, I'm going to use this adorable butterfly silicone liner. Now usually I use these inside of lunch boxes to separate foods and keep them fresh, but I also think they're a really fun way to dress up a homeschool lunch tray. So as you can see, I've added some watermelon and cantaloupe balls, and to dress these up a little bit more, I'm going to add some really cute food picks that Mackenzie can actually use to pick up each little melon ball. Next, I'm going to add in some butterfly-shaped cucumber slices. And I'm also going to fit a few butterfly crackers with some butterfly-shaped cheese in here as well. And now to complete this lunch, I'm going to be adding back in the inspiration for this entire lunch, which is this adorable My Little Pony Good to Grow topper. Next up, I'm going to be making a lunch for my youngest child, Griffin, and the inspiration for his lunch is definitely coming from Paw Patrol. He is a huge fan of Paw Patrol in general, and he also likes mac and cheese. So I'm going to start his lunch by making the mac and cheese. And you guys, this one is a little bit special because the little macaroni noodles are shaped like paw prints. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the stove, and while it's cooking away, I'll move on to the fruit and veggie. And that brings me to my next tip. I love using cookie cutters to cut out fruit, especially if I have a big old watermelon like this. I'm actually going to cut out some really cute little doggy bone shapes for this lunch. And don't worry, you guys, the little extra pieces of watermelon do not get wasted. Usually I end up nibbling on those for my own lunch. Once the mac and cheese is done, I'm going to add it to a separate silicone liners. You guys know I love this trick. Not only does it keep the food from touching other foods, which my kids appreciate, but it also adds a lot of fun colors to the plate, which automatically makes it look more fun. And I can go ahead and put this watermelon in the same section as the mac and cheese, and I don't have to worry about them mixing together on the plate because I put the mac and cheese in a separate container. Now usually I'd be adding in some veggies at this point. I'm going to skip over that part for this lunch and move on to some yogurt. This is just some good old vanilla non-fat Greek yogurt. And to dress this up a little bit, I'm going to add just a few fresh raspberries. He is a huge fan of raspberries. I'm also going to add in a few blueberries and then just a sprinkling of granola. Now, not only does this look super cute, but it almost looks like a little paw shape as well. And then in this last section of the lunch tray, I'm also going to add in some little crackers. These little crackers are adorable. You can see little doggy characters on them, and I know Griffin will be super excited to see them. And then last but not least, the inspiration for this entire lunch. Now, this next lunch I'm going to make is for my daughter Lily, who absolutely loves all things unicorn. So the inspiration for her lunch is coming from this little pony. This pony's name is Twilight, and her symbol is a star. So there's going to be lots of stars in this lunch and unicorns. So for her sandwich today, I'm going to be making another one of her favorites, which is cucumber and cream cheese. And I know this bread looks a little bit different, and that's because this is actually homemade bread that my oldest daughter Mackenzie made. So it's a little bit crumbly, but it's delicious, and I'm hoping it's gonna work. This isn't just plain cream cheese. This is actually an herb ranch flavored cream cheese, so it is delicious. And there we have it, one cucumber cream cheese unicorn sandwich. So now that the main item is done, I'm going to move on to the fruit. And for this lunch, I have something extra special in mind. I love making rainbow skewers, and you could actually use a lot of different kinds of fruits and even vegetables to do this. Today, I'm just using watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple, a green grape, and a couple of blueberries. In this back section of the lunchbox, I'm going to add some edamame. This is something that Lily loves. Well, all of my kids really, they love edamame. And I'm going to top these with a few pieces of carrot that I cut into stars. And then in the front section of the lunch tray, I'm going to add in some veggie chips. And I picked out these ones because of their triangle shape, which I was thinking could look like unicorn horns. And then of course for her drink, she's getting this apple juice with the My Little Pony unicorn topper. Okay guys, now that brings me to my son Jackson's lunch, which is going to be another adorable Paw Patrol theme. And for his main course, I'm going to make a super simple but cute puppy sandwich. For this, I'm just going to start by adding a little bit of mayo to 2 slices of whole wheat bread. And as you can see, I'm really just focusing the ingredients on the center of the bread because I am planning on cutting off the crusts. You guys let me know in the comments down below if you like to cut the crusts off of your sandwiches. So I'm keeping this sandwich pretty simple. Jackson is a huge fan of just some cheese and some turkey pepperoni, so that's all I'm adding. Keeping it nice and simple. Then to make this into a puppy sandwich, I'm using this adorable puppy sandwich cutter. And here's the trick, you guys. I place both pieces on top of the sandwich, then I just press down the outer piece. This is what actually cuts the sandwich. Once I'm certain this is cut all the way through the bread, I'll go ahead and remove the crust like this. Now at this point, I'm going to press down on the center of the sandwich cutter, and this is what's going to leave a little imprint in the bread. And here's a pro tip, you guys. If you want the little design to stand out even more, before you place this on the bread, you can go ahead and add some food coloring to the cutter itself. I just use a food redder pen, and it really gives the sandwich a lot of definition. For Jackson's fruit today, I'm just going to give him half of a kiwi. I did go ahead and cut this in a zigzag pattern just to make it a little bit more special. And then to go along with this, I'm also going to give Jackson some cucumber and carrot slices. But to make these into a puppy theme, I'm going to punch out the center of each cucumber and carrot slice with this little paw shaped cookie cutter. And then I'm going to swap out the cucumber center with the carrot center. Now you can do this with lots of different shapes, and it's actually pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of time. Now so far this lunch is looking pup-tastic, but I do want to go ahead and add these cute little cookies. These are actually cinnamon flavored graham crackers, and they look like real dog treats, but they're not. They're totally for people. Now, since Jackson is an older kid and he usually eats a whole sandwich, not just a half, I did go ahead and make one more puppy sandwich, and I'm just going to tuck this under the first one like this. And then the very last thing I'm adding into Jackson's lunch is his apple juice with the little Paw Patrol topper. And I absolutely love this one because there's little hearts on the puppy's eyes. I think that is so cute. Okay guys, I hope this video gave you lots of fun and easy ways to make your homeschool lunches even more fun. Again, I want to thank Good to Grow for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to go ahead and check out the coupon code in the description box below if you want to save 25% on your own collector pack from Amazon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.